La 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 la.
Hey guys, what's up? So today's video is going to be a kind of serious video. We're going to be asking each other questions. This is my stepdaughter. We're going to be asking each other questions about each other, or questions that step kids or step parents would have for each other. More so for kids that are new to having a new family, or their parents recently divorced, or they're about to take on a new family because, you know, they're not used to seeing mom and dad together. We'll ask each other questions. Let me just say, oh sorry, we had my I always go off topic. We had my son's tournament today, so we have to wear these bands for the weekend. But yeah, I still take baths with it, don't worry.
I took my
you did?
Yeah. It's over there.
Oh well, yours does slide off. My personal opinions on step parents, like, it kind of, again, this is my personal opinion, I cannot stand when I see a parent or two people, boyfriend and girlfriend, and they have the kid call the boyfriend or girlfriend stepmom or stepdad. No, you guys aren't married. I feel like you're not a step parent until you're officially married to that person. So like, she was never my stepdaughter.
She got a ring.
He put a ring on it. She was never my stepdaughter until we officially got married 4 or 5 years later. She was always my boyfriend's daughter. So I never had her call me stepmom, nothing. Like, no, it's not official, because who knows, me and my husband could have broke up as boyfriend and girlfriend, and I could have moved on. And what, she's gonna end up calling his next girlfriend stepmom? Like, that makes no sense. So anyway, that's just my opinion. For those moms out there that do that, that's your thing. So I will have the first question. This is my channel. Okay. So my first question is, how do you feel having a step parent? And these are 100% honest. Like, we're not sugarcoating anything.
Like, you mean like just having one in general?
Like, just having a step parent. Or how does it feel having me? No, not having me. Having a step parent. Like, now you have rules in both houses.
More Christmas gifts.
More Christmas gifts, really.
Joking.
It's true though.
That might be a part of it, but no. I feel like depending on how my parents are, I feel like I have another parent that will be there for me if my mom or dad, my real mom or my dad, isn't there for me. Like,
I know a lot.
I just feel like an extra support. Like, I have more support, which is good.
Yeah. I mean, and that's good. Like, I know a lot of people would sit, like, when she was young, because she's been in my life since she was 2 years old, this little face, and she's now 13. Crazy. Yeah. But I know a lot of her friends would come to her and go, "You have another mom?" Or, "Wait, so your mom and dad don't live together?" And I know it kind of gets confusing.
They get confused.
Yeah, it does get confusing, or they don't understand. Or she'll hear, "Wow, you're so lucky. You have 2 moms," or "You have, you know,
it's like
whatever."
It's like mixed, like.
They don't get it. I know personally, I would find it hard. You know, like, I don't know how I would be able to deal with having, you know, 2 households, or.
I mean, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
It's been 11 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if I got my math right. Yeah, 11 years.
Good job.
I thought about it.
But what was I gonna say? That is actually one of my other questions for you. Okay, you ask the question, and then.
All right. Well.
Because that's gonna be my next question.
I have to pull it up. Hold on. Okay, so my first question, I said, how do you feel having a stepdaughter? Like, basically the same thing. Okay, so my opinion on having a stepdaughter. First off, me and her father have a son together who's 9. Having a stepdaughter actually makes it complete. I think that was the sprinklers. Makes it complete. First, I don't have to have no more kids. I have my son and I have my daughter, so I have my pair. But she was my child before he came along, so she helped me learn, I guess, or become a mom. You're welcome.
Thanks. She would always sit. Excuse me. She would always sit, rubbing my belly or talking to Jay, like, when you come out, I'm gonna be the best big sister and all this stuff. She was a little, you know, what's
hyper.
The word? She was very hyper, very challenging. There you go. She was a very challenging child that I was just like, I really hope I'm not dealing with this. She still is. I really hope I'm not dealing with this
with 2. So it was a blessing actually having her. Like, she made it easy for me. She's another person for my son to have around. So it's just cool having siblings. I love it. Was it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. And I got lucky because I know there's some stepmoms out there that get some stepchildren, whether boy or girl, and it's just like, like I didn't sign up for this. So, my next question was going to be, how do you feel having 2 different households? Because there's obviously 2 different sets of rules.
I hate it so much because it's like I have to switch back and forth. Rules are always different. So, and it's also kind of hard when I'm like, the rules are different in one spot and the rules are different in another spot. And I guess like I have to like remember that I'm not in this type of house because things are different, and I don't really know how to explain it without using.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. We're more strict on her, and I had a very strict upbringing. We weren't having sleepovers at nobody's house. My mom was not having that. And I mean, obviously she wanted to meet the parents if we were even hanging out at someone's house. But most of the times they came over to our house because she was so protective. And when it's your turn to be a parent, you're going to raise your children how you kind of want it to be raised. But we are very strict on her, but it's only for her better, like to better her future, I guess, or to
like you guys are strict but not really strict. Like, you guys are strict, but you guys want to make sure that I'm not growing up with a really strict household, and I'm not growing up where I can't even be myself to the point straight. Because they let me dye my hair. My hair's blue. I don't think you guys can see it, but they let me dye my hair, and I was actually kind of surprised.
It's 2018, and it's like,
they understand how it is to be like my age, because they were my age ones. And
we tried. Dad is more strict than me. No, you know what? Dad's actually, my husband's the cool one. He's the fun one. I am more strict. Like, my husband, believe it or not, would say more yes to a lot more things.
If I wasn't
there. But when it comes to her, she's his princess. She's his only daughter. So he still sees her as this little girl and doesn't want her to grow up. So a lot of things obviously bother her. And it's 2018. Bother him. It's 2018, and between technology and all these crazy people out here, it's hard. So we are more strict when it comes to certain things. And yes, there are different rules here than there is in her other house. But I mean, it's structure. Like, we follow routine. It just makes life easier. So, and it gets confusing from her having a different lifestyle there, and then coming here, it's like, oh, I forgot, I can't do that here. Oh, things are run differently. So it can get confusing, I guess. But she's 13. You would think she would know by now. So, your question.
Okay. Do you feel a connection with me if I were like your real daughter? So, like,
no.
Same way you feel with Jay. Ouch. Same way you would feel with Jay. Like, I don't know. Like, I have things in common with you. I don't know. We share opinions a lot.
You finished my sandwiches. All right. Okay. So, as far as loving her equally, 1,000,000%. Like, she's my child. It's more so the day that me and my husband got married. Like, hands down. So let me just tell you something really sweet.
The ring.
During our ceremony, when we were getting married, my husband didn't even know about this. Only my sister knew. I got a promise ring for her, a little gold ring for her to put on her ring finger, and it had her initial on it on one side and had my initial on the other side. And I had the pastor stop the service, and I called her up, and you can cry.
No.
I called her up, and I gave her a little speech.
Now that you mentioned it.
I know. I gave her a little speech, like, promising her that I will be the best, I'm gonna cry too. That I'll be the best stepmom to her, because that's my job as a stepparent. So I made my promise to her, and I'm sticking to it. Like, she's my child. If she lost her hands today, God forbid, I'm wiping her butt. Like, that's my job. Like, she's my child, and I care for her the same way I do as my birth son. Like, she's my child. I'm not wiping her butt. So there's no difference in love, not at all. I am a little more strict on her than I am him, but it's more, she's a female, she's older, there's more like, hey, cut that out, there's rules. Yeah. There's different ways. I don't want her to show him.
I barely even get to see her, so she has to,
she's here on the weekends.
Make sure she's on top of me.
Right, so I'm always on top of her, especially to be that best young woman that she's going to be. So is it my turn for questions or yours?
Yeah.
Mine. I did that one. I have my questions written down. So,
I got it.
Do you feel differently about me that I'm not your birth parent? Like, do you feel like since I'm just your
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. When I get in trouble with you, I'm just be like, I don't even have to listen to her. Like, what's the point of this?
Really?
Like, that's what I say
You're
in my head.
You're in trouble now. She's punished now.
That's what I say in my head. I'd be like, she's not even my real mom, but that, that comes out of anger.
Yeah.
So, and I can't really control that you're not my real mom. Trust me, if you were my real mom, I would be completely different and probably better. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, like, you're the one who taught me most of my things and like what I know now, and I don't even know what I'll be without you, honestly. No. So, but whenever I get in trouble, it comes out of anger. So I just be like, she's not my mom. Like, I don't understand why I have to listen to her, but it's just anger. Yeah. But any other time, I think of you as like a real mom. Like,
we did.
I have to give all my respect to you, basically.
But yeah, I mean, it's simple. I treat her, I discipline her the way I would my son. I punish her the same way. Like, I mean, she gets talked to a little bit more, but I mean, it's all out of love. Like, and there's times I come in here and I'll speak to her like, this is why we said no. This is why you got in trouble. Or like, we have to talk about it. Or she could be very upset that she can't find something. Like, her anger just comes out and it's like, we have to stop her. Like, relax. It's not that serious. Relax. It's about talking and communicating. And we've came a long way. Like, we've used to butt heads a lot in the past. And a few years ago, it was like at least 2 years ago or so now, we had a full like 3-hour conversation and just cried, trying to understand each other.
Yeah, we were up till like 3 o'clock in the morning just talking.
We had a long conversation and it was just like breaking it down to why we both are the way we are. And I mean, we changed the way we've been, and we've been closer than ever. She has me on her phone as BFF. So
exactly.
We are. I mean, and she's honest. She's honest for the most part with us, and I don't expect her. She's 13. I don't expect her to tell us everything. Just to be honest, and it's so much easier to be honest. You know what I mean?
I have it in my closet. I'm not gonna go get it now, cause yeah.
You have what?
I have a paper that you gave me like a long time ago after we got along with each other.
Oh. What are you doing?
My pants. Okay. It says, I think she gave this to me, I think after we had that like talk, and it literally shows to-do lists, like what I can do to just stay on path. And it says, education, schoolwork, don't lie, be honest, be very respectful, get all chores done. Like, that's really easy. I was expecting more, like, help out with this.
Because she knows honesty is the best key. And it's just, she talks to me about a lot of this stuff I don't even want to know. But she does tell me, and I'm here to listen. I will give her as much advice as I can.
Let's just say I talk to her about boys. Like, that's
she does.
I don't even talk to my mom about boys.
She does. So, and I'm just here to listen, and I give her my advice, and had a conversation with, I mean, it's just in general. Like, my husband had told her, like, it's better if you're, basically, we would never throw her in the middle of the ocean without a life preserver. Like, you're not going to be alone. We're here to support you. We're here to have your back. Like, that's it. But it's all a matter of respect. Don't lose respect with us. Don't be dishonest. And that's it. Everything will be perfect. So, I'm strict, but I'm super cool. So,
she is cool.
So I'm pretty much done with questions. I'll feed off of her questions, whatever she has left.
Yeah, because I have 8 questions. She had 6.
So, I couldn't really.
So as far as discipline with me, is it hard to like come up with like ways to discipline me? Because I know as a step parent, you can't like hit me and stuff. So.
Oh, I can hit you. Let me stop. So I've never, ever put my hands on her, but my punishments for her.
You give me hugs.
So my punishments for her.
She just touched me.
My punishments for her are like really serious. So she knows my punishments are so bad that she would say, there was one, she was like, can you just hit me and get it over with? And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
continue doing what you're doing.
Just smack me in my face.
Just do something. No, it's not hard to discipline her. I mean, again, I discipline her the same I would my son, and that's it. And when we say something, we mean it. That's the other thing you guys have to stick with. So just because she's a stepchild, no, she's not treated differently.
Okay, I have another question. How long did it take you to get used to me, like, used to me being your daughter? Like, how long did you just be like, oh yeah, she's my daughter?
I don't know, but I think it hit me when I had my son, and then she came into the room. It's like we're connected. Like they're brother and sister now. Like she's my stepdaughter. I don't know. It flowed. I knew I was gonna be with another guy. Like me and my husband were. Well, we were still boyfriend girlfriend by this time, but I knew she was in my life forever. So it was just a matter of being a stepmom to her, or being a mom figure. So, I mean, it just flowed. It went into it.
Okay, next question. I have 2 more left. Oh, was it awkward the first time you met me?
Yes and no. Because I remember I had just came out of a long relationship, and I did not want a guy with kids. And then when I met my husband, and he's like, oh, I was like, do you have any kids? And he's like, yeah, I have a daughter. I was like, oh, okay. I did not want to deal with a child, a baby mama. I didn't want to deal with any of that. And then I remember it was like maybe 2 weeks into me and his relationship, or us dating. It was like 2 weeks into our relationship that he goes, hey, do you want to meet my daughter? And I was just like, okay, are you ready for this? Like, I thought that was a big step. And then he's like, yeah, I'll be there in a little or something. And then he came, and I went downstairs, and I met her, and she was just like, I was just one of his friends. So it was just like, oh, you want to meet she had, everything was imaginary. Oh, do you want to meet my imaginary cat? You want to meet my imaginary bird? His name is Birdie. It wasn't weird. I mean, it was, it wasn't. I was just like, I kind of wasn't ready, because I was like, man, I didn't even know if I wanted to be with my boyfriend long term, let alone I'm meeting his child. So
Next question. What do people mostly say to you when I'm like with you, or yeah?
Oh, automatically, she's my child. It's like, oh, your kid's such and such, or
Pretty
I've even
cute.
got told that she looks like me.
Do I look like her?
I don't know. Anyway,
Comment down below.
comment down below. She doesn't look like me, but maybe it's the skin color.
It might be the skin.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what it is. People think she's mine. I still refer to her as mine. I'll say my son and my daughter, because I mean, we're married. She's my daughter. We have the same last name.
Yup.
So.
Okay, last question.
Last question.
Have I picked up any traits from you? Like
I don't know. What do you
anything
think?
that you do that?
Oh, everything I
I've
say
learned
though,
from
she does repeat. But you do. You do. I think so. Do you think so?
Picked up any traits from you? Sometimes. I mean, when it comes up to my other brother,
Like behavior.
use-
She
I
told
use
me
your
that.
strategies.
She said when she disciplines her because she has another brother on her mom's side, and she said she'll discipline him the way that I discipline her, or she'll say things to him, things that I say to her.
I just like get mad at him, so I'll be like, you can stop playing the PlayStation for now. You can go read a book or something. I'll just be like, oh my gosh, I sound like Tiana.
So that's a good thing, I guess. So I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm
fun
doing
fact,
good.
when I got in trouble, I used to read books. But I'm a really fluent reader right now. I'm actually really good at it.
For reading
books all the time.
punished. No, we would have her read a book, and then
Write about it.
Read a book, and then she would have to write about it, because that's the only way it showed that she really read the book. We would read a page and say who was the boy, what was the boy's name that went into the store, or whatever she was reading, and if she didn't know what it was, then she had to read again. Start from chapter 1 from the beginning, and she could have been all the way on chapter 6 that she said, but she never really read. So yeah, she had some really good punishments.
Really bad punishments.
I think that's pretty much it. So those of you out there that have a parent that is going to marry into another family, it's okay. I say just give it a chance. It's not going to be hugs and kisses right away, obviously. The whole thing is for you guys to get along. For you guys to hopefully not merge and be one family. That's kind of weird, but
merge and be one person. Okay. I can't be you.
this is what I have to deal with.
That's really hard.
I don't know. I love you, babe.
Love you too.
I love you. I think that's it. You
We're
have
so
anything
close.
else to say?
We're so
We're super
close.
close.
I'm like, me, her, and my dad, we're just like
We're super close. Yeah.
unbreakable.
My husband he helps. He's the best. I don't know. I say it in all my videos. I feel like I say it in all my
He is the
videos.
best.
He is the best, literally. Also that, when it comes to disciplining her, like, we don't step on each other's toes. If he says one thing, we go with it. If I say...
They like never argue. Like,
Oh, we never argue.
How? How
never-
is that possible?
We've never had an argument. Never,
Like,
ever, ever.
It's crazy because like even if they do have an argument, it's a little thing. They don't have like the big screaming
What do
argument.
we argue about, though?
No, and you just argue about like little stupid things like, oh, this is not how you pronounce the word, but you guys make it funny and
like
stuff.
dumb things. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's
but yeah, I
literally
always
the
win anyway.
only time they argue.
We don't argue, though.
Because she's the smart one.
I'm more
My
street
dad
smart.
sometimes wins.
Get out of here. No,
He
he does
does.
not. He's book smart. I'm street smart. So I guess that doesn't make me smart, though.
Yeah.
That's it. You done with this? Do you have anything else to say? No? I don't know. Hopefully we helped out a little girl, a little boy that's wondering how it is
What I
having a
gotta
step-parent.
say to you guys, if you're an adult, make sure you try to have a bond with your son or daughter, because it'll do you good. And if you're a kid, make sure you respect your parents. Just respect your parents, and honestly, step-parent, not step-parent, still respect your parents. Cause
Make the best of it, though, because
For
you
real.
never know with your new family, your new, whoever your parents married, you just gained an extra brother, an extra sister, a new room, extra gifts, like
Be
she
fair,
just said.
like, be fair, like
It's a positive thing.
don't be unfair to your parents because they're not your birth parents. Like,
Right.
Still treat them like they're your parents, because honestly, they would love that, and they'll probably treat you like your own daughter, you know, or son. So
That's the end of our video.
that's the end of the video.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for
Subscribe.
Subscribe, like,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up, whatever, and comment. Something I
Yeah.
said earlier. Comment something. I
If
don't
you
know.
want us to do more videos like this, we can do it.
Yeah.
Mother, stepmother.
Yeah, comment if you
Daughter?
wanted, if you want like to have make.
Makes sense?
Yeah, for me to make sense. That's one. Comment if you want us to do more videos together.
Right.
But that's basically
That's
it.
it.